Hello viewers, today I want to talk about the tricky method of factorizing, trick of factorizing a quadratic equation, I want to do a very good example, a very simple example here. The normal way of doing it, like if you have x squared plus x minus 12, you're asking to factorize that. You're asking to factorize. The way we should normally we do is that we find the sum, we find the product, and we find the factors. So the sum here, we should pick the coefficient of x here, and the coefficient is 1. And then the product is the coefficient of x squared times the factor, that is the constant c. So the coefficient of x squared here is 1. 1 times c is negative 12, gives you negative 12. And the factors, you think of the smallest numbers here. You can think about 3 and 4, that gives you 12. But we must make one a negative. So if I make negative 3 and 4, that means negative 3 plus 4 gives you positive 1, and when you multiply it gives you negative 12. So I can now replace the two factors with the x there. Instead of writing the x, I write the two factors. So it means it is x squared minus 3x plus 4x minus 12. I divide them into groups of 2, then I get the common factor here is x. Then x goes to x squared x times, minus cancels, there it remains 3, then plus, the common factor is 4, it comes here, 4 cancels, we mean with x, then minus, 4 goes there 3 times. So we take the outside one, which is x plus 4, and then we pick one of the ones in bracket, because they are singular, we pick one, it is x minus 3. So that is how we factorize normally. But now using the trick, when we use the trick, then we shall have x squared plus x minus 12. Just have, we divided them just like that. Then this one we can have x times x gives you x squared. Then we leave the middle side. We come here, we think of the two factors. We start with the smaller here. The smaller here is 3, and then we start with the bigger. Between 3 and 4, the bigger the factors, the two factors that we can multiply is 3 and 4. You start with the bigger 4 and the smaller 3. And then you think we multiply, this one gives you 3x. When you cross multiply there, that is diagonally, you get x times 4, we get 4x. But when you add these two, you must get the value here. So if you add this one is 7, so we must make one a negative. So if we made a negative here, then that means the negative 3 times, because we wanted this to be negative 12 anyway, it was supposed to be 4 times negative 3. But you consider when you are making the negative, you consider that when you are adding these two, they must give you whatever is here. So we have to make this negative so that this was to be negative. So now you add this gives you x. Therefore you pick this and this with the sign that is here. Here is a positive. So it will be x plus 4. You pick this and this with the sign that is here, and the sign that is here is negative. So it is x minus 3. So you see it is a similar thing. It's a similar thing, but a very easy way of factorizing. Let me do another example, at least for the sake of confirmation. If I do another example, like 3x squared plus 17x plus 10. Now with this one, the normal way is that the sum you pick the coefficient of x, which is 17. The product is the coefficient of x squared times the c, that is 3 times 10, which gives you 30. So the factors, if you check, you get 15 and 2, because 15 times 2 is 30, and 15 plus 2 is 17. So we replace here with 15 and 2, so it is 3x squared plus 15x plus 2x then plus 10. We divide them groups of 2, then the common factor here is 3x. It comes here to 3 cancels, x remains 1x, then plus 3x goes to 15x, 3 goes to 15 5 times, x cancels. Then we have what? Plus. Then we have a common factor here is 2. 2 goes to 2x, it cancels, 2 cancels out, it remains an x. 2 goes to 10 5 times, so there is a plus here, 5. So you take the outside ones, it will be 3x plus 2, and the inside ones, you take it is x plus 5. So this is the factor. Then using now the trick, if we use the trick, then it will be 3. By using the trick method, the trick, it is 3x x squared plus 17 plus 17 plus 17 x plus 10. So we just divide them into just that. Then you think of the numbers here, but now for this one we start with the smaller. The smaller is just x. If you think about x times 3x, x times 3x will give you 3x squared. Then this vertical line, good. This one should not be here. Should not be here. So it is the way it is there. So this 17x, that was supposed to be there. It's okay for it to be there. Then you also think about here, but now you start this. I started with the smaller. In this case, I started with the bigger number, so I can start with 5 2, because this side I started with the smaller. Now when you cross multiply, it gives you 2x. This is 2 times x gives you 2x. 3x times 5, it gives you 15x. When you add the 2, it gives you 17x. 2x plus 15x is 17x. So you pick this one and that one, so that it is x plus 5. And you pick this one and this one, it is 3x plus 2. So that is the same thing you get. You get there. It's 3x plus 2 and x plus 5. So you get the same thing. So that is the simplest way of doing factorization. Thank you for listening. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, ensure you subscribe to get more of this. Thank you.